Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have the distinct honor of being out at the range with a rifle we've all been waiting for the last couple of years. The rifle first made its debut about 2 years ago at SHOT Show. The rifle I'm talking about is a new Beretta ARX100. This is it. It's real. So the Beretta ARX100 is a semi-automatic version of the ARX160, which is a select fire rifle currently used by Italian military forces. The rifle is being produced by Beretta USA, and it should be on the streets here very, very soon with an MSRP of around $1,950. So this is a first shots video. This is the first time the rifle's been out of the box and the first time I've had it to the range. I just wanted to bring you guys along. A full review will be coming shortly. Well, let's do some shooting with this brand new rifle. As you guys can see, the grass out here at the Mac range is getting a little bit out of control. I think I'm gonna have to get Aaron, the cameraman, out here with the lawnmower because it's almost unbearable. All right, guys, here it goes. Maiden voyage. First 30 rounds to the new Beretta ARX100. Insert magazine, charge weapon. So far, so good. Are you ready for this? Here we go. It works. Has kind of a heavy trigger pull measured at 10.75 pounds. But as you can tell, it doesn't really affect how fast I can shoot the rifle. Very, very short take up, very crisp break. Smoking that barrel first 30 rounds. Yep. The new Italian plastic fantastic. It's kind of fun. Has very, very little recoil. It's actually pleasant to shoot. And despite the trigger being heavy, it's very easy to shoot. The trigger doesn't seem horrible at all. All right, drop that mag out. Let's see, I got another magazine here. This is just a standard USGI magazine. Another 30 rounds of PMC X-Tac. Getting this baby hot. You can see how it handles the heat. It's pretty warm out here today, and I'm not feeling any heat off that barrel on the handguards whatsoever. But you can tell I can smell something burning. Field stripping is easy, but it is different. To field strip the rifle, you want to make sure that the weapon's clear, and then you will rotate it down. I haven't found a way to do this without sticking my muzzle in the ground. Fold the stock to the side. Inside here, there's a big button. This whole rear plate will move. What you have to do is push the safety lever up slightly, and while you're doing that, push down on this. It takes a little bit of coordination here, and then the whole subassembly with the trigger group will pop right off the rifle. Okay? You can draw your bolt out. You have the charging handle, which I have currently configured on the left-hand side of the rifle. What you'll do is you pull the bolt to the rear, pull that little lever out and push it in. Got to get this coordinated here so it's exactly the right position, which I sometimes have problems with here. This is like maybe the second time I field stripped this thing, so bear with me. Okay, there we go. I think I have it. And nope, it hasn't released its spring, so I guess I'm going to be doing this a couple more times. There we go. Yeah, I'm making it look harder than it really is. So what you have to do is move this little lever right here by my pinky, get it straight. And so that's your bolt and carrier group, all right? The whole rifle is polymer. You can see I can pinch the receiver. I'll have to break a magnet out and see where the metal stops and the polymer begins. I suspect that the barrel extension is the polymer's overmolded that particular metal piece, which locks the barrel into steel, obviously. You can remove your barrel very easily. There's little levers on both sides of the rifle right here. You just push those down. And once you push those down, you just pull your barrel straight up and out, and the barrel, along with the gas piston system, comes out of the gun. Very quick change barrel. How that affects accuracy, I don't know yet, but we will find out. So that's the rifle stripped. This part of the rifle, the whole receiver, weighs absolutely nothing. I mean, this thing is super lightweight, but of course it's mostly polymer. Putting it back together, super simple. Just reverse everything I just did. Stick the barrel in, push your little tabs down, barrel just sets right in there, locks in pretty easy. Take your bolt and carrier, Line it up with the little rail slots back here. Just slides right in. Pull your charging handle out. Lock it in place. Now your bolt and carrier are back in the rifle. And then you just take your pistol grip. Again, you got to stick your barrel in the dirt to do this. Set it in. Just push. It's back together. Rifle's ready to go. I'll go into more detail in the full review of the rifle, but I just want to give you guys a peek at what some of the features are. Let's start at the rear of the rifle. It has a folding stock. It also has an adjustable length of pull button right here. Very easy to adjust. Moving forward, you'll notice sling mounting points. It does not have QD mounts. It has these sling mounts like this for traditional strap type sling mount. It's on both sides of the rifle. All right. We have completely polymer receiver, upper and lower. Has a 1913 pick rail across the top. It is metal and it's screwed into the polymer. You'll notice I have a delta point, red dot sight. You'll notice it does not have a riser mount on it because the stock sets the way that it does. That red dot sight lines up perfectly with no riser mount. Makes it for a nice small package. I actually like this sight on the rifle. You'll also notice right behind the riser mount, or I'm sorry, right behind the delta point without the riser mount, you have your folding backup sights. Now, these things are kind of big and clunky. They look just like the ones that you found on the ARX100 rifle that came to market before the 5.56 rifle that I have here. The sights are all polymer. They are removable. You can put other backup sights if you want on there. The sights do have adjustable range capabilities. You just rotate this. Has a little marker here on the rear that tells you how many meters the aperture is set for. You can fold it and lock it away. And then moving forward, we have a pick rail on both sides of the rifle too. On the handguard, these can be removed. They're held on by screws. Across the bottom, it looks like you have a full pick rail, but you really don't. Let me see if I can get this off here for you guys really quick. What's underneath this little cover is not a full pick rail. You'll notice the pick rail stops here. This rail section is wider. What I'm guessing is this is meant for proprietary accessories, or Beretta may actually sell a 1913 pick rail that you can slide over this rail and lock it in this keyhole or something. I'm just speculating. But you don't have a full pick rail underneath that rail, so you guys know. That's all you get. You can put a vertical forend grip on it, and that's about it right there. Has a barrel on it, of course, all rifles do. It is a 5.56 barrel. It's a NATO. It's a 1-in-7 twist. And then it has a standard A2 bird cage out on the end. Now for the bad news. Well, first let's talk about something I missed in the last segment. The bolt release is right here. It's ambidextrous. It's on both sides. You just push down on it with your finger and it charges the rifle. To lock it open, pull the bolt to the rear, push up on it, and it locks it to the rear. Now let's talk about the magazines, the bad news. USGI magazine, AMB magazine release. You can hit it from both sides of the rifle. This is USGI magazine. It's the only magazine the gun works with that I found so far. I brought out a PMag, even loaded it, because I wanted to shoot the gun with it. Only problem is, it doesn't work. Matter of fact, I can even lock the bolt to the rear. Doesn't lock in, won't seat. No PMags. I even brought out my favorite 50-round drum, XS Products 50-round drum. Slurpee, no worky. How about the Surefire 60? You'd think this would work, right? Nope, doesn't lock in. About the only thing it works with is USGI magazines. I haven't tried the Lancer 5s or anything like that yet, but it comes with the USGI magazine. It's a steel magazine, it's really heavy. I was shooting it earlier with the aluminum GI mags, contract mags. These seem to work just fine. They lock in and, you know, they work. It's kind of a downer. I was kind of hoping it would at least work with my favorite PMags, but it doesn't. Oh well. It's one thing to live with. So for your $2,000, does the ARX100 bring anything unique to the market? And the answer to that question is yes, actually it does. It has a couple of features that really make it stand out from other rifles that are currently available. The first thing that you can do is change the side that the charging handle's on with no tools. All you have to do, and I'm going to try to do this while you guys watch, you have to kind of hold the rifle in a funny way. Not funny ha-ha, but funny difficult. So what you have to do is pull it back under spring pressure to this little slot here, pull it out, and that will lock the bolt partially to the rear, not all the way. Now you can just push this across and pull it out the other side of the rifle, push it in, and the bolt will go home. And now you're charging from the other side of the rifle. You can run it like an AK if you want to. right? I don't necessarily like that, even though I'm an AK guy, so I'm going to go ahead and switch it back over. Pull it out, push it around. And there we go. Now it's running on that side of the rifle. Not only can you do that, but you can also change which side the rifle ejects out of. If you notice, when I pull the bolt to the rear, you can see right through the receiver. That's because I can make it eject out the other side of the rifle with the tip of a bullet. Watch this. So I'm going to take a magazine. This is the X-Tac 5.56 green tip. It's running perfectly on this stuff. And I'm going to go ahead, stick that into the gun, charge it. I'm going to fire a couple of rounds. It's going to eject out the right-hand side of the rifle. This is the way it comes from the factory. All right, very little recoil. I actually like how the gun shoots. Now I'm going to take a bullet out of my pocket, and right here there's a little hole, a little metal bar inside there. I'm just going to push that bar across with the tip of the bullet. Now what's going to happen is the rifle is going to eject out the other side of the rifle. Watch this. See that? It's kicking them out over there. I want to go back, not a problem. Grab my bullet, push that bar from the other side, and I should be ejecting out the right-hand side of the rifle now. Locks open, last shot fired. So yeah, it has some unique features. All right guys, I'm going to tie the video up for now. Stay tuned for the full review of the ARX100. I have to get down to the serious business of really working this thing out. Again, this is the first time I've had it out to the range. Fired a couple hundred rounds out of it using all PMC X-Tac ammunition. Picked it up from Lucky Gunner. No problems whatsoever, not a single malfunction. The only thing I did to the rifle was take it out of the box, inspected the bore, ran a patch through it, wiped it down with a rag with a little bit of CLP, brought out here and started shooting it. So again, no problem. Seems to be functioning 100% with mil-spec type 5.56 ammunition. I'll try it with Wolf and some other stuff. I'll try it with more magazines I have at the house, see if it works with anything other than USGI magazines. Right now, it's only working with USGI magazines. So anyway, guys, stay tuned. I'll give you more information as I have it. I'll keep posting to Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll put a link down below. Please do. And you know, if you want to have any, or if you have any questions about this rifle, you can always ask those questions on our Facebook page. As you know, you can find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/military arms. Thanks for watching, everybody. Talk to you guys soon.